What's going on, everybody? My name is Santiago. Welcome to a first of an ongoing series that I call Your Thoughts Are Making You Sick. I appreciate you joining me today, and I believe you will find this content insightful. In 1962, the Kyushu Journal of Medical Science reported an interesting study. The study involved 13 boys who were hyperallergic and reactive to Japanese wax trees, very similar to our poison ivy. The researchers touched one arm of the boys with a harmless, non-toxic leaf, but here's the thing. They told the boys that the leaves were poisonous wax trees. Then the researchers touched the boy's other arm with a poisonous leaf and told them that that one was non-toxic and harmless. The result of the study surprised everyone involved. Every single one of the 13 boys had an allergic skin reaction to the harmless, non-toxic leaf, solely just based on them being told beforehand that it was poisonous. And only 2 out of the boys had a reaction on their other arms where they were told the leaves were harmless, but it was actually very poisonous. Only 2 had a reaction, which is incredible. This study baffles the minds of researchers and scientists to this day. There have been many similar studies since then that point to the fact of what many experts have been saying for decades, that your thoughts can make you sick. You know, over the last few years, you know how many times I heard people say, or stories about people saying, I didn't feel sick until after I tested positive for. The same is true for many cancer patients. The same was even true for me when I was diagnosed with cancer. I didn't feel sick, I didn't feel tired until after I was diagnosed. I wrote a book about my healing journey, the link is down below. Okay, so we know that our thoughts can make us sick, but can our thoughts make us well? There's this popular true story that circulates in the self-healing community that talks about this one man who was diagnosed with cancer. All right, so this happened in a different country because doctors sure couldn't get away with this in the United States. However, so the man goes for some tests and scans, and it showed that he did have cancer in his body. So he started to feel very weak, he can barely eat, he got very sick. However, one time when he went for a follow-up visit, his cancer doctor told him that his scans showed no signs of cancer, when in fact they did. His cancer had not changed or gotten better. The doctor staff just decided to tell him he was cancer-free as sort of an inside experiment. Immediately, the guy felt better. He got his appetite back and he did everything that he did before. The fascinating thing about this is that when he went back to do more scans and to follow up about a month or so later, all of his cancer was gone. The doctor staff was amazed. So after consulting with themselves, they decided to let the man know that they lied to him and told him that initially his cancer wasn't gone. And the man got so depressed that he was deceived and he just thought that he actually got better, but he didn't. A few months later, after his depression set in, his cancer came back. Scientists have been proving what the Bible has been talking about all along. You become what you think of the most. Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinks, so is he." So what are you thinking about? So a bit of advice. Stop listening and paying attention to how bad certain outbreaks of sicknesses are, because that just pollutes your mind and your well-being, possibly even into creation. And if you are currently sick, I know this could be extremely difficult. I am not downplaying that, but try to imagine yourself being healthy and being well. Your mind can produce supernatural results. It is just how we were designed. And if you're Christian, then stand on God's word. You have to believe that what is in you is stronger than what is in the world. But most Christians don't. And if you don't have enough faith for yourself, it's okay to ask someone else to pray for you. I've done that lots of times. I hope you got something useful out of this video. I'll be back very soon. Thank you for watching.